here right now. Yes. Okay. It's 5 o'clock on this Friday evening, March 13th, 2020. It is time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Friday evening, March 13th, 2020. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 5 o'clock, and it is 54 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Friday is President Trump declared national emergency to combat the coronavirus. President Trump indicates he opposed House coronavirus plan as Pelosi vows to pass it. Trump accusation against Obama over swine flu. Justin Trudeau announces sweeping steps to tackle coronavirus in Canada. Louisiana postpones primary as state scramble to adjust to coronavirus. Ohio, Maryland, and New Mexico close all schools amid coronavirus outbreak. In Massachusetts, in Norton Public Schools, just like Norton Public Schools, have been closed for 2 weeks from March 16th to March 27th. And Norton Public Library has been closed due to coronavirus. And here in Sharon Public Library has been closed due to coronavirus. And Mansfield Public Schools has been closed for 2 weeks. Andrew Gilman allegedly found inebriated in an hotel room where cops found meth. Ted Cruz extends self-quarantine after second coronavirus infection. Ominous weather pattern may bring severe weather, flooding and risk of potential 79 states starting next week. Trump coronavirus task force members dodges smeltless spies question. U.S. summons Chinese ambassador over coronavirus conspiracy theory. Iraq Army says U.S. strikes kill 5 security forces and 1 civilian. Confined to their homes in town, 90% together to boost morale. Ivanka Trump works from home as precaution after meeting an official who tested positive for coronavirus. Governor Charlie Baker prohibits gatherings of more than 250 people in Massachusetts due to coronavirus. Boston doctors warn that Italy may be a preview of a coronavirus outbreak year. Paul Rudolph's Government Center architecture is at a dangerous crossroads. Stocks surge on new virus measures, and looking at the stocks today, up 1944.45 at 23,145.07, SP 5 at 230.38 at 2711.02, and NASDAQ up 673.07 at 7874.88. ECB's Lane says central bank cut rates and futures will ensure spreads don't hurt policy transmission. Stock sell-off exposed weak links in financial system. Launch of ExoMars rover delayed to 2022. These 2 tiny spacecraft will help pave the way for the astronauts to return. SpaceX next Starlink launch to mark the biggest rocket reusability milestone yet. American astronomy feature goes on trial in Washington. Henry Mao Hospital officials confirmed positive test for COVID-19. The WHO says Europe is no epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic, and Louisiana now has 33 coronavirus cases, mainly in Orleans Parish. Governor says Friday. Diplomatic officials in America have summoned ambassadors from the United States and Britain for missile strikes launched by the U.S. military Friday that killed multiple Iraqi troops. India frees Kashmir politician Farooq Abdullah for 7 months. Coronavirus epicenter has shifted from China to Europe. WHO says Western regions okay to allow Putin 2 more terms as president. More undocumented migrants in South Korea are voluntarily reporting themselves to authorities amid the coronavirus outbreak in the country, with 416 people self-reported on Wednesday and Thursday. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez and Austrian Home Affairs Minister Peter Dutton on Friday became the latest major government official to test positive for the coronavirus. At least 20 people have died in Egypt following days of heavy rain and flood in the 40s said Friday. A high-profile North Korean to run a seat in the South Korean parliament condemned a fellow politician of his own party following reports of disappointing remarks. While South Korea is one of the highest numbers of confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the world, its vigorous response to handling the outbreak offers less than other countries. According to new scientific research, the spread of the coronavirus disease likely pushed Italy's intensive care capability to maximum capacity of new cases keep emerging in the way they are now. Peter Channel News Time, 5:04. A slight majority of Americans, 54%, believe the United Nations doing a poor job of solving problems, but the approval of the agency has past decade of Gallup poll said Friday. Louisiana pushes back primary election due to coronavirus. Attleboro Arts Museum closed for March, flower show canceled. While many events in the Attleboro area are canceled or postponed in limbo over coronavirus. Seniors canceling age in Attleboro are mostly going about their business despite coronavirus. The family of a current middle school student is under self-quarantine at the house of being tested for coronavirus. All 13 top public school buildings will be closed for the entire week starting Monday, March 3rd to Friday, March 20th, as we precaution against the spread of COVID-19 coronavirus. Police Chief Emma Gormley will arrange officers, veterans, and other residents attend funerals. The veterans in the city will die without next of kin. School districts across the South Shore have joined more than 2,000 statewide and canceled schools for tweaks to hamper spread of COVID-19, including waiver among the school districts. Peter Children's time is 5:06. Time enough for a sports report. NC will grant next 3-year eligibility to spring up sport athletes following cancellation of seasons. Rudy Gobert in trouble to Jets teammates with the coronavirus spread. Kansas finished the number one in final 25 and 1 short of 2019-2020 season. Peter Children's time is 5:06. Time now for Peter Channel traffic and transit check. Beep on the MBTA. Looking good on the subway system. Fitchburg train 422, 45 from Rochester turning at air due to McAllister passenger on board with coming by train 49 for which train at air today. Line train 329, 4:40 p.m. from North Station to depart North Station 10-20 minutes back due to mechanical issue. Providence train 824, 3:05 p.m. from Providence departed. Providence adopted 15-20 minutes back due to early on real passenger delaying the outbound train. And Thursday is looking good. Okay, looking at the highways and byways of New England on this. Friday. '95 at the northbound side, Little Sword at downtown Providence, 185 westbound, southbound Route 44 in East Providence direction, 146 southbound Little Sword, Route 5 Salesman on North Spring Island, and J-Town, Mount Up, Montgomery River, and Newport Bridges are looking good. 93 southbound south, 128 in Canton, 128 in southbound side, a little slow around the Braintree stretch, Route 3 southbound, so between the Braintree down to Weymouth and Summit North. Route 1 at the northbound side, a little bit slow between Chelsea and Charlestown. 93 southbound, slow around the Boston stretch. Mass Pike on the westbound side, a little bit slow between Millbury and Grafton. And today, westbound side, a little bit slow around Route 190 in downtown Worcester. And today, 91 northbound side, a little slow around 57 down Guam. And 84 westbound side, a little bit slow between 91 and Harpertown to Farmington. 91 northbound side, a little bit slow between Harpertown down to Middletown. And Merritt Parkway eastbound, so between Middlebury down to Waterbury. And 95 in the northbound side of West Haven on New Haven, Connecticut, and up in northern New England. 93 on the northbound side between Londonderry and Manchester, New Hampshire, and 93 in the northbound side of Concord, New Hampshire, and 95 northbound side Hampton, New Hampshire, and 89 and 91 on the southbound side, also upstate Vermont, and hours 15 and 55 on the northbound side, so it's over around the U.S.-Canadian border. Peter Children's time, 5:09. Time now for a weather report at 4:53 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Doppler radar was tracking the line of showers with strong winds and brief heavy rain from Boxford to Sudbury near southern movement east at 45 miles an hour. The wind gusts of 45 miles coming to storms these may result in some downed tree limbs. In addition, brief heavy rainfall would cause a sharp reduction of visibility. And locations back that include Boston, Cambridge, Brockton, Quincy, Lynn, Newton, Somerville, Framingham, Haverhill, Waltham, Malden, Brookline, Medford, Weymouth, Weaver, Peabody, Arlington, Everett, Salem, and Berwick. And take a look at the radar satellite loop that shows line of range shows down the line from Douglas, Mass, stretching all the way up into the western area and up at some heavy band rain around Route 95 up in Georgetown and Ames and stretching all the way up off east to New Hampshire. Okay, tonight's gonna go like this. Mostly clouds gonna come in clear skies about 32 degrees and westward about 10 miles of size. 24 miles an hour for Saturday, south about 52 degrees and west about 9 to 13 miles an hour size. 23 miles an hour for Saturday night. Mostly clouds go to 29 degrees. West about 5 to 9 miles of coming night. Northwest at midnight. For Sunday, south about 45 degrees. North about 6 miles an hour for Sunday night. Most coast about 20 degrees. Light off wind for Monday, south about 41. Low 23 degrees. Light for wind. And for Tuesday, check the shots up to 10 a.m. Mostly clouds about 50 degrees. Light south wind increase to 5 to 10 miles in the morning with good size. 23 miles an hour, chance of 50%. Tuesday night, most skies about 35 degrees. Light for wind for Wednesday, south about 54 degrees. Calm wind coming to north around 6 miles in the morning. Wednesday night, most skies about 31 degrees. Calm wind for Thursdays. Most skies got 55 degrees. Low 3. Calm wind coming to south around 5 to 8 miles in the morning. And for Friday, check the shots. Most skies about 55 degrees. Currently in Norton, it's most skies at 56 degrees. And that's getting it for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this March 13, 2020 on a Friday evening, viewers. Hope you have a good evening with a good positive. We'll see you at 10 o'clock for a 10 o'clock report. Hope you have a good evening.